Good morning. You know, I was wondering where you had run off to. I'm glad I found you here. I see you've met the Chancellor. Was there something that you needed, Chancellor? I meant from my spouse-to-be. Now, darling, you didn't need to run. You didn't need to run off and find the Chancellor. Anything you want to tell him, you can simply tell me. We can tell him together. I'd love to know what it was that you guys were talking about. You wanted it to be a surprise. Now then, there are no secrets amongst a married couple. There shouldn't be. Secrets are a bad thing, you know. And you, well, I've already introduced you to some of my secrets. And I shall be introducing you to more of them. But tell me, Chancellor, you who work for my mother and my father, you who work for this kingdom, what is it that you could possibly have been discussing? I understand that my mother has vetoed our marriage, but she doesn't get a say anymore. I am an adult person, and I will do as I please, with whom I please. Isn't that right, darling? You are, after all, going to wed me, aren't you? Chancellor, do you truly think that I am a fool? That I do not see you attempting to undermine me here? It is imperative that this marriage go well. I know there have been whispers about my mental health, and I know that there are those who would say that I am unfit for when my mother and father die. But I have been watching them rule for some time now, and I have watched their failing health, and I know that at some point, that crown, whether I or the kingdom like it or not, will have to wear that crown. And, Chancellor, don't think that I don't see what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? It's cute that you think I don't know. Darling, my dear visage, please, don't mind me here. The Chancellor thinks he's playing coy. He thinks that he has a shot with you. He is trying to steal you away from me. He is trying to wed you himself. Isn't that right, Chancellor? Isn't that what this is really, actually about? Why you're meeting with my future spouse in private, in these corridors, whispering conspiratorially, as if I wouldn't know. As if I couldn't know in my own halls what goes on. I see it as plain as the nose on your face. Oh, but I could cut that nose off, you know, despite your face. Don't try to defend this worm, this treasonous snake, trying to slither into your bedroom, isn't he? He doesn't even care about you. He doesn't love you the way I do. He just wants to use you. Abuse you. I won't let that happen. I'd kill him before that would happen. You are mine, darling. Oh my. You're saying you're just planning parts of the wedding. Getting their correct size and measurements. Now, my fiancé, you have no reason to lie to me. I'll believe whatever you tell me. Is this man lying to me? Or is that truly what you were talking about? Don't look at him. Look at me, darling. Is that what was going on? Really? Truly? I see no hint of lie in those beautiful eyes of yours. I know you wouldn't lie to me. So perfect in every way you are. And to think, I was about ready to slit this man's throat for you. I am overjoyed to hear that you have not only accepted my marriage proposal, but are now actively helping plan the wedding. My mother and father be damned. This is wonderful news. Chancellor, oh, you sly, sneaky devil. Now I know why you were doing it. But please, remember, there are no more secrets between us. I will lay bare all of myself to you, as you have already laid bare for me. It is only fair, isn't it, that my future ruler, my future significant other, should be so open. I don't want you afraid of me. To come to me even with this. I don't like surprises, and the dear Chancellor must have forgotten that. I'll see to it that he remembers very vividly why I don't like surprises. Oh, I don't plan on harming the man. No. But, Chancellor, have you gotten what you needed? Then you are dismissed. Please, leave me and my betrothed. You have business elsewhere, I'm sure. You're not just standing there breathing my air for nothing, right? Good. Off you go now. Toddle off and do whatever busy work my mother and father have you doing. Thank you. And rest assured, with their approval or not, the wedding is still on. I will do what I must. I will do whatever it takes to ensure that it happens. You tell them I said that. Good. As for you, darling, I have need of your presence elsewhere. Come. Follow me to our private chambers. This is a very important discussion. Here we are. Now, I know that display was a bit more antagonistic than you would appreciate, and I understand that. I'm, as I said, not trying to scare you yet. But I have urgent news. While my mother and father have attempted to veto our marriage, and there have been whispers of my illness. Simply because I see them playing me, trying to write me out of what is rightfully mine. I hear the conspiratorial whispers everywhere in these homes. I need you to understand why it's so important to me that you do not join those whispers. I have already began compiling a list in my head of the people who I will be interrogating thoroughly for their whispering. I don't want a castle full of secrets. I must know everything that happens in this country, everything that happens in this kingdom, and I will do what it takes to remove any rats from the walls. You're not a rat, are you? No, my perfect, delicate, amazing visage. You are no such thing. How could you ever hurt me that way? Especially when you know what's at stake. Oh, don't be bashful now. You and I both know very well that you will make a good ruler. You passed my little test with flying colors. Though, I suppose, what sort of test would it be if I didn't regularly ensure that you can endure the weights of being in the kingdom? Hold still. This is merely a small kitchen knife, a whittling knife. This is not meant to hurt you, but I must re-inspect you every so often to ensure that all of your marks are mine. Because to the person who puts their hands on you and marks you in a way that I don't deem worthy or I find suspicious, they will find themselves in a compromising position on the end of a spike. That's not a threat towards you, my love. No, I would never threaten you. But I will kill the people who hurt you without my permission. Now then, I think our daily test would be done very well here, wouldn't you agree? Oh, but you do love the worship, don't you? Although I can see you getting a little excited with that knife in my hand. What will I do with it, Well, if you don't obey, there are things that could happen. My hand could slip. But why would I want to hurt this perfect visage in any way? I'll tell you what, darling. Why don't you assume the correct position? What are you doing? You don't need to get to your hands and knees until after you have shown me that there is no mark on you. No new marks on you. How can I see, how can I inspect you if you are still wearing all of that? Shall I ruin another set of clothing? Very good. Take your time. I'll be watching from over here. Very good. Wonderful. Now, turn around slowly. Lift your arms up above your head. Slower. Good. Look at you following orders now. Now you know the procedure, don't you? Excellent. Everything seems to check out, but oh. I'm sorry, what is this right here? That one looks like it hurts. Did I leave that on you? It does look very good on you. Wonderful, in fact. Does it hurt? You mean, no, not yet. In time you'll see what I mean. Now, are you ready to assume the position? On your knees. Excellent. Oh, what a wonderful, obedient fiancé you are. No, I shan't be getting rid of you. I have no reason to. You've given me every reason to trust you. And while I'm sure you're still learning to love my little quirks and my little eccentricities, you know I can't help but adore you, want you, need you. So I figure we go through another test. As I said, it is a test of endurance. And so I will be tying you up. Oh, don't you worry. The rope won't hurt. We'll start with the rope. Start with tying you up. Maybe I'll leave you like a little Christmas ornament for everyone to see. But no, I could never do that to you. But if someone were to find you and not instantly look away, I would know that that person would need to be removed. They pose too much of a danger to us. If the chancellor were to find you in this predicament, for example, and not immediately call for my aid, I would know that he is untrustworthy. Oh, I have had my suspicions of him, but that is besides the point. You know, I've checked in on your family, by the way. Is that too tight? Good, excellent. We want it firm, but not too tight. We don't want to cut circulation off. But we certainly want you to feel these ropes and the weight of it. But going back to your family, I've been checking in on them regularly. They're doing very well. Your father is putting on a little bit of weight, which is good. It seems that fortune has found your family. I don't know how, but there seems to be a bit of a pay raise for your father and your mother. Certainly, it's almost as if they've gotten an inheritance of some kind. I would love to invite them. Is that too tight? Good. I'd love to invite them to the ceremony. How do you think they'll accept? Should I put them in fine garb or let them wear whatever they please? It doesn't matter to me too much. There we go. Let me hoist you up here. Now, there you are. Suspended like the piece of art you are. So perfect in every way, and look how the ropes have defined your muscles, defined the intricate parts of you. You are as glorious as a statue made by Michelangelo. Although your beauty is far more timeless, far more delicious. Because no marble, no oil painting, nothing on this world could hold a reflection of what you are. Oh yes, your family. I haven't quite yet sent the invitations. They'll need my clearance, obviously, and they'll have my protections, should anyone in this court try to disavow them without my permission. I will see to it that they spend a good amount of time in the dungeon, getting friendly with the rats down there. Now then, put your mind at ease. Oh, yes, relax. Relax. You're doing so well. Yes, I suppose I could cut you down, but what would be the point? I want you to feel this. And while I know you are so very full, and that my lesson was well taught, I want you to understand where we stand, you and I. You see, as I said, there will be no secrets between us. When we are married, not if, when, I will tie you up every night, as a reminder of who you belong to. You will not only get a special crown, but a special collar. Both little reminders that you are mine, and that you and I both belong to the kingdom. I'm sure you will enjoy that immensely. Won't you? I know I certainly will. I can see you starting to fall irresistibly in love with me, your ruler, which is good. Don't be false, don't be untrue, be real, be honest. You enjoy this, don't you? Be honest with yourself. You love this. You love being wanted, being needed, and you love that it's me that is giving you it, that is giving you everything you desire. Don't you? Good. I'm glad. Now, I have other things to attend to. I will leave you here for now. I'll be back, possibly in a few hours. Not to cut you down, no. But to finish what we started, obviously. I do have preparations and arrangements to make after all, and I know that you will need some time to recover from this. I also have to go and argue against my mother and father for the validity of this marriage. I happen to think that they're being classist, not letting me marry a peasant. And hopefully that's the only basis of their disagreement. Because if it's not, then we're going to have some more problems. But we'll overcome those as necessary. Don't you worry about a single thing. I just want you to hang in there. Don't go anywhere, darling. I'll be back. I will be back. Don't you worry. Hello everyone. If you're listening to this audio on YouTube, once again this one is a heavily edited and still very extraordinarily spicy audio. It's definitely a risky one for me to put on YouTube with all of the things involved. It's risque, but at the same time, it's fairly tame compared to some of the things I've seen on YouTube. That being said, our Yandere prince, who I've yet to name, has returned. And I hope he's every bit as creepy and unsettling as he was the first time around. That's really what I'm going for, is something unsettling. Something seductive and creepy at the same time. Something that makes you want to lose control, but also fear what that would mean. It's tantalizing, but also, the first audio was so well received that I felt it was absolutely necessary to do a follow-up. This one might become more of an ongoing series. I may make one or two more, but I do have a lot of other series to keep up with, so I won't make any promises. Only understand that I hear that you enjoy these, and I'll be doing a few different kinds, especially as we get closer to Halloween. That being said, I am trying to plan ahead for Halloween. It's going to be a busy month. I'm going to be visiting family, so I will do what I can to have something ready for you. In the meantime, I want to thank you all for favorite, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I've had a recent boom of Patreon subscribers, which you guys have been phenomenal. Literally, you guys have been lifesavers. Holy crap. I cannot believe how much my Patreon has actually blown up. I thank you all so very much for subscribing. Thank you all for listening. And remember that if you go on my Patreon, my Safe for Work tier, you'll get all of my Safe for Work audios, including this edited audio, well in advance, usually about a month or two in advance. In the meantime, I want to thank you all again, and I'll see you all in the next audio. Sweet dreams, and pleasant nightmares.